Good afternoon. Thank you for being with us today, May 11, 2020, and 3 o'clock with SAC. Buenas tardes. Gracias por estar con nosotros hoy, el 11 de mayo, en 3 en punto con SAC. Para oír en español, llame al número que aparece en la pantalla, que es 425-436-6200, y el clave para entrar es 627-682. My name is Marisol, Communications Manager here at SOC, alongside my co-host, Gabe Charles. Welcome.
Hey,
We want to remind you that during this time, we are open for business and still here for you. You can contact us by phone at 414-672-8090, our email at soc@socmilwaukee.org, and you can always visit our website at socmilwaukee.org, where you can find information on everything regarding anything from census to coronavirus, resources, cleanups, all that good stuff here going on the South Side. Welcome, Gabe. How are you? How did you enjoy your Mother's Day?
oh, we did lots of nice things for my mom yesterday. We made her breakfast, got her flowers, just hung out and spent some time together throughout the day. And then we ate some really yummy Cops burgers. So that was also a highlight.
I actually celebrated Saturday just because we knew ahead of time that the weather yesterday wasn't going to be that great. So
Yeah, that's
um,
smart.
yeah, we did the Saturday and we were able to hang out outside, and it was really nice. It turned out to be nice. So we had a good time. So we're hoping everybody out there also enjoyed their Mother's Day as best as possible and was able to talk to their mom if able, and just kind of reflect and connect that way.
Yeah, and also definitely sending out special amounts of love for those that weren't able to celebrate with their mothers yesterday, for whatever reason that might be. We know it can be a hard holiday for a lot of other folks as well. So celebrating those that are with us and always sending love to those that aren't able to celebrate with their mothers.
Yeah, for sure. We really want these forums to be not only a way of communicating with you, but also a way for you guys to reach out for support, address any topics or concerns you have, interact with us. We do look in the comments section, and we do take note of any topics you want to bring up, because we really want to make this forum about you. It's for the community. And so every day this week, we are asking if you can fill out a survey. It's just a few questions regarding the forum, and it's 5 questions just basically about that, about topics you might want to hear about, address any concerns, any special features or guests you would like to see on the show, or maybe yourself. So reach out to us. Please fill out that survey. And as an incentive, it enters you into a drawing for a $25 gift certificate to a near Southside restaurant or business. So make sure to do that.
And if any of our former winners are watching, why don't you comment on our feed right now, letting us know where you got your $25 gift card to?
Yes. So basically how it works is if you are the winner and you are chosen and you reach out to us, you get to select from a list of businesses to choose to get the certificate from. So just if anybody was wondering, like, where is the gift certificate to, it's your choice. So based on the list of choices we have. So just so y'all know. All right, so just wanted to give you an update about this week. Tuesday, we have special guest Robert Smith with us from the Human Rights Commission. And on Wednesday, we have Congresswoman Gwen Moore with us. So make sure to stay tuned. These will also be posts later on today, just so you don't get confused on the dates. So we will have those guests with us, and we're excited to have them with us. So.
Yes, we have a really cool week ahead with the guests that we have. So looking forward to it.
Yeah. So before we get into our show, we always want to just hand out this quick disclaimer that the views and opinions shared today are not necessarily reflections of those at SOC, because we like this to be a platform where everybody can, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and we respect that and we honor that. So everything we say here isn't necessarily just how it is. It's just our views on everything. So moving forward, what do we got, Gabe?
So I am shocked that I'm saying this, but there is still no update from the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Last week is when they met to discuss whether or not the extension of the safer at home order was lawful, or if Secretary Andrea Palm actually had the authority to extend it the way that she did. And there's still nothing from the Supreme Court, which is a lot different than the other decisions that have come out in the last few months, the last couple months specifically during the pandemic and the safer at home. So it's strange, and it may mean a very unpredictable decision from the Supreme Court. So we continue waiting for that answer and that update. As I was preparing to get on this live with all of you, I was attending uh, the committee meeting for the Judiciary and Legislation Committee today at 1:30. They had a meeting, and one of the topics that they were talking about today was their response to address the property assessment notifications that many people throughout the city are concerned about. And one of them was the resolution directing the Commissioner of Assessments to freeze property assessments at pre-assessment values until further notice. Um, and then there was another resolution brought forward that would request to extend the deadline for appealing these property assessments. Members of the Milwaukee Common Council today, they sent a joint letter to the City of Milwaukee Board of Review requesting an extension of the deadline to file a property assessment appeal. And part of this letter states that that the Board of Review, in fact, does, under Wisconsin statutes, have the authority to waive a deadline for appeals after a showing of good cause or with proof of extraordinary circumstances. And so many members of the Common Council feel that a global pandemic is, in fact, special circumstances or extraordinary circumstances. And so we await what will be voted on for those resolutions. One of them, the first one I mentioned, that would just be a freeze of the property assessments and just leave the assessments at 2019 values. That would require input from the city attorney, and by the time I had left the meeting, that wasn't presented. So we'll come back to you tomorrow with more information about that, and if any votes actually occurred for recommendations to the larger Common Council. Because like I said, this was just the Judiciary and Legislation Committee, not the actual Common Council that would have to approve whatever recommendation this committee comes out with. Currently, those who are wishing to appeal their property assessment, so if you don't agree with what your assessment was, you can appeal it. As it stands now, that has to be by Monday, May 18th. But the second resolution that would extend the deadline asks for 30 more days for that deadline. So we will know pretty soon if there's an extension on that deadline, but as of now, it is Monday, May 18th by 4:45 p.m. One of the issues with this process right now and why they're asking for this extension of the deadline is because it's a very tedious process and it's not electronic. So it's not something you can just do online. You have to make multiple contacts with the assessment office in order to get this appealed. So it's a very tedious and lengthy process, and it's not very user-friendly is what they said. So that creates additional issues and why they want to provide that extra 30 days to folks. So we will have more information about that tomorrow or in the coming week. For now, I would like to invite Taylor on to give us some important updates about coronavirus as usual, specifically about free testing sites. So I will have Taylor come on now.
Hi everyone, my name is Taylor and I'm the Coronavirus Coordinator with Southside Organizing Center. Thank you so much for joining us today on our Community Live Forum. Governor Evers announced Saturday that Wisconsin has a new decontamination system available for use by the state's healthcare workers and first responders to decontaminate their N95 respirators so they can be reused up to 20 times. The system decontaminates N95 respirators by killing viruses and bacteria using hydrogen peroxide gas and will greatly extend the life of a vital piece of PPE. Governor Evers states that the addition of our new decontamination system will greatly aid in our state's fight against the outbreak of the coronavirus. Our frontline workers are in need of these critical PPE supplies, and we are doing everything we can to supply them with the tools to effectively do their jobs while preventing further spread. Governor Evers encouraged all frontline workers to save their N95 respirators so they can be decontaminated using Wisconsin's new system. In addition to statewide decontamination efforts, Wisconsin continues to work on building up its stockpile of PPE supplies. Last week, Wisconsin did receive a delivery of 230,000 N95 respirators from FEMA. Governor Evers continues to request more of these supplies to meet Wisconsin's pressing need. Last week, also, Governor Evers announced an initiative to provide free coronavirus testing for all of Wisconsin's African Americans, Latinos, and tribal community members. The free testing will be available starting today and will be done at the following locations: 2701 South Chase Avenue, as well as 5760 West Capitol Drive. We will have these listed on our website. So if you go to socmilwaukee.org under testing or health, you'll be able to find the link to these two new testing centers that are providing free coronavirus testing. Both locations will be open from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. 7 days a week. So you will be able to access that on the weekend up until 8 p.m. Last week, Governor Evers also announced that 1,000 ethnically diverse micro businesses that have suffered losses due to the coronavirus pandemic will be eligible to receive grants of $2,000 each under a new state program. The $2 million initiative is focused on supporting ethnically diverse micro businesses that have not received Small Business Association Paycheck Protection Program or state disaster relief. So businesses that may apply are for-profit, Wisconsin-based, and at least 51% minority-owned. Started operation prior to January 1st of this year, and we're operating as of February 29th of this year. Have no more than 5 full-time equivalent employees, including the owner. Sole proprietorships are eligible. Businesses must also operate in the retail, service, or hospitality industries and have not received any federal assistance through the Paycheck Protection Program or state aid through the Small Business 2020 program. These emergency grants will be marketed and administered in collaboration with Wisconsin's 19 ethnic and diverse chambers of commerce, regional economic development organizations, and other partnerships across the state. The Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation will provide funding for the initiative. For up-to-date information about Wisconsin coronavirus response or regarding the business grants or free testing, please visit our website at socmilwaukee.org to stay up to date. Thank you so much for joining us on today's coronavirus segment. Passing it back to Tammy. Thank you.
So not to Tammy, to me. I hope you aren't disappointed, everybody. But thank you, Taylor, for that amazing information. I am just so thankful that we have you to be giving us that information on a daily basis as it comes out to keep everyone informed. Something else that has come out from the Common Council is an active streets initiative. And this initiative will temporarily close or limit motor vehicle traffic on approximately 10 miles of streets throughout the city of Milwaukee. And this will allow neighborhood residents to walk, bike, run, or wheel on the streets for exercise and provide more of an opportunity for folks to be social distancing while they're outside. So you can see on the map here, this is the map of what will be blocked off in the Jackson Park area. So the whole parkway will be closed off for vehicles and will be allowing folks to walk, run, wheel around however they're able to and enjoy the outdoors while not fearing getting hit by a car or having a car whizzing by. So that's the Jackson Park one. I believe we have another image of the Washington Street. Yeah, so you can see from South 20th Street until Water Street on Washington. It will be blocked off. However, all streets, if you live on the street, you will be able to drive on the street and park on the street as needed. Parking won't be impacted, but they will just be closing it off to folks that don't live on that block or don't need to park on that block. So don't be worried. If you see this image and you live on Washington Street, you will still be able to park and get into your home and driveway and all of that. So it's just for non-essential traffic in the area. And Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley, I think, summed up really well the benefit of this initiative in this statement. He said, right now, parks and trails are more important than ever as they're vital for both our physical and mental well-being. Milwaukee Active Streets will make it easier for residents across Milwaukee to access parks and trails safely while physical distancing, and take full advantage of the benefits that time outdoors can bring. And I know I've mentioned on our program before just how important it is to get out and still be walking around and moving your body even while staying safer at home. And so I think this will really provide an important opportunity for folks to be out and about. And thank you, Carlos, for sharing this additional information here on our comment feed. Always appreciate additional info. Also keep in mind that games, socializing, or congregating are still prohibited as they don't allow for proper social distancing. So we must still adhere to social distancing even with these additional measures for us to be able to be outside. So just keep that in mind, and please get out and enjoy the lack of vehicles on these streets, or the lessened amount of vehicles in the streets. This is actually officially not in place yet because it has to be passed by the Common Council. And so the Common Council will hear this initiative and vote on it on Wednesday, May 13th. And that will be the Common Council Public Works Committee on Wednesday, May 13th. So I don't necessarily see there being a reason why it wouldn't pass, but officially it's not in place yet. So we'll let you know when it is made official. But as of now, those are the plans for closing off. And then as Carlos shared, there are additional places around the city. I just shared the Southside closures for all of you. And then also keep in mind that this week we have actually quite a few Common Council committee meetings. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., the License Committee is going to meet. Wednesday at 9 a.m., the Public Works Committee is meeting. And like I said, they're going to be discussing the Active Streets initiative. And then on Wednesday at 1:30 p.m., the Community and Economic Development Committee will meet. Thursday at 9 a.m., the Public Safety and Health Committee will be meeting. And then Thursday at 1:30 p.m., the Steering and Rules Committee will be meeting. And like I said, you can access those meetings through the city channel. It's milwaukee.gov/city channel. And you can stay plugged into local politics that way, and also be led to recordings of these meetings through that website as well. So yesterday was Mother's Day, and if you were with us on Friday, you saw our beautiful Mother's Day slideshow that was made so beautiful by the lovely pictures that everybody sent into us. And we let you know that today we would be announcing the winner of the $50 gift certificate for having done the census and made sure your mom counted. So I want to just show this slideshow again because yesterday was Mother's Day. We're still feeling lots of love for all the mommies out there. So we're going to share that slideshow again, and I will announce the winner once it's over. such a beautiful video. And yes, made lovely and beautiful by the photos that you all sent in, and also by our amazing Marisol, who made that slideshow, and it looks so awesome. So thanks again. Oh, gonna keep continuing to celebrate the mothers of the world, but really glad that we got to do that special something for everybody. The winner is May Tao. Thank you so much, May, for making sure you count and your family counts. And please message us or email us to get access to your $50 gift card. We're really excited that everybody sent in their photos to be entered into the drawing, but happy to announce May as the winner. So thank you. And we want to also let everyone know that our mothers will continue to need to be counted. So I'm going to share a video with all of you that shows us again why it's so important to do the census for the mothers and important women in our lives.
What time is it?
Bedtime. My wife never gets home in time to see little man go to sleep. Her bus stop is a mile away. I wish I could at least walk home with her. I'm completing the 2020 census for my family. My response can impact how public funding is spent in my community. That could mean education for little man and a closer bus stop for her.
Hey.
Shape your future. Start here. Complete the census at 2020census.gov.
So again, get that census in, make sure all of the important people in your life are counted, especially for those mommies and other women of the world. And again, May Tao, you won the Mother's Day census gift card, so make sure you message us or email us to get access to that. And with that,
well, let's just remind everybody, I mean, we've been saying it, but we're saying it again, to fill out the survey. It's very important for us because it helps us with these live forums. We want to continue to do them and to bring you relevant information and also have your voice be heard. That's what we want. We want to represent the community and also give you a voice and vote vehicle, and also just any other topics that you want to discuss, or if you want to be a guest on our show or have recommendations for guests, let us know. So that's what this survey does for us. It just gives us an idea of how to make this show benefit the community, because that's what we're here for. And with that, we will announce the $25 gift certificate winner, which is Lillian Ramos. So Lillian, I believe you've won before, so you know the drill. Contact us at soc@socmilwaukee.org to claim your certificate. And again, these surveys give you, puts your name in the drawing for a gift certificate. So you could be the next winner. And we do this daily. So, and there's no limit on how many times you can win either. You could win today and you can win tomorrow. It's just depending on when your name is drawn. So keep all that in mind. Lillian, congrats. And thank you for filling out our survey.
Yeah, and then also just want to remind everybody again who our guests will be this week. Tomorrow, we're going to have Rob Smith from the County Human Rights Commission. And Wednesday, Congresswoman Gwen Moore will be with us. So a really, really cool setup we have for the coming week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow and Wednesday and all of the days as we try to keep you all informed with the criticals of the criticals.
All right, with that, now before we wrap this up, we're going to thank our donor partners and thank you all for tuning in once again on 3 o'clock with SOC. We'll see you tomorrow on our next live forum.
I'm Juan. And I'm Mitzi. We would like to thank everyone for supporting our 3 o'clock with SOC live show.
And for completing our SOC survey.
In addition to thanking our residents and tuning in and sharing our show.
We would also like to thank our sponsors.
Catholic Campaign for Human Development.
Wisconsin Voices.
City Development Block Grant.
Zebler Foundation.
City of Milwaukee Office of Violence Prevention.
Movement Voter Project. Tide Foundation.
City of Milwaukee Promise Zone.
12th District Alderman Jose Perez.
All the faithful individuals who support SOC.
Through the their personal donations. Thank you.